morning, good morning. Oh, whoops. That needs to be switched over here. There we go. That works better. Case is not out yet. Hey Alvin, what's going on? How's everything going? How do I do that? Let's see. Should be live now, yep. At least it should be live. Oh, case is out. Case is out. Heads up, everybody. Case is out. So, close program. Please don't crash anything. Thank you. Alrighty. So, family is doing well. Alright guys, so let's get on with this case, okay? Let's start it up. Alright, on your mark. Be it set. Let's see. Adjust the camera slightly. You guys can't even really see my hair anyways. Dude, I'm nervous too. Alright, so on your mark, get set, go. Alright, folks, pitching against 80, we are back. Let's head on to case number 56. You know what that means? Got 5 more cases. Ace, and we haven't heard from Ad Astra since they broke out of jail and attacked you with their superpowers. But chasing them down isn't the only thing on our plate. We know they're on the run from someone who's even more powerful than they are. And our latest lead is a mastermind who grew Rosetta's mother, and I don't know what to make of that discovery. We don't know who Rosetta's mother is, but we do know that the Ad Astrans are afraid of her, and despite their superpowers, she must be a genuine threat. Well, we do have one lead, Denise Daniels, the head of Sarah. We know she's having the Ad Astrans followed. Could she be Rosetta's mother and the mastermind we're looking for? Ace, you better go find Miss Daniels at Sarah, and let's see what she has to say for herself. Understood, Ace. Let's head to the Space Agency headquarters and see if Miss Daniels is around. Ooh. Yes. Yes, we got the combo bonus. Gotta love the combo bonus. Alright guys, which is working? Is YouTube or Twitch not working? Just give me a heads up and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I don't think we know this individual. We may, but she doesn't jump out to me right now. We don't need to do that. Ace, the woman is dead. It looks like she's been stabbed in the neck. And you're right, we know. Oh. Yes, yes. Deployed to clean up the dome. But who could have killed her in a highly secured building? Another Sarah employee? Whoever it was, they clearly picked a moment when nobody was around. Sharp eye, Ace. That's a man's wall, so it clearly didn't belong to the victim. Let's search through it and see if we have a witness. And you're right, we need to question Miss Daniels now more than ever. Not just about her links to Ad Astra, but also about her employee's murder. Oh, we actually get to talk to Denise. Interesting. Interesting, we get to talk to her. Maybe she'll tell us where the girl worked or something. Secret Agent Ace, to what do I owe this visit? Is this about our cleanup operation under the dome? I've told you everything I know about that. Not everything, apparently. While you were having Rosetta and her cohorts followed. Well, it's true, I did keep tabs on Miss Pierre and her known accomplices by hiring some informants, but it was simply a safety precaution. Really? Hope you aren't trying to conceal a closer association with Rosetta Pierre, or we will find out. What association would I have with that mad woman, Secret Agent Ace? I'm a reputable scientist, the head of a space agency. Well, speaking of the agency, we're investigating the murder of one of your employees, Trisha Joshi. Was killed in the lobby. Wait, what? Someone's murdered in my building? And Miss Joshi, you say? I don't know her personally, but speak with her chief of staff, Christine Ramsgate. Last time I saw her, she was having lunch in the Newark Garden. And the garden's exactly where we're headed. Ace, let's move. Sounds like Christina Applegate. Yes, cool. We can do the garden too. Nice. This means that I'm going to be able to get a bunch of stars, which is really cool. I'm always excited if I can kind of guess the one. Alright, got that. Obviously, let's see this. Torn paper, the woman statue, flag, and guitar. Alright, got everything. Boom. Okay, so nothing on YouTube. Alright. I don't see Sarah's chief of staff anywhere, Ace, or anyone else for that matter. But if you think those torn scraps of paper might help us track her down, I'll grab the tape. I see you found the victim's phone. It's possible the killer took this and dropped it here. Let's decrypt the password and look through Trishna Joshi's data. Alright guys, well I'm going to grab a whole bunch of stars. And I'll be. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot I got another star. All right. So the codex. Oh no. Okay. So 4 and 9. There it is. That was my fault. we will be spending an hour grinding, but that's okay, guys. Like I said, the codex is not the worst. It's the analysis where you have to click on it just because you have to wait for so long. Well, the victim's phone is opened to her text message days, but it looks like she received one this morning from an anonymous number. Oh my goodness, listen to this message. You will bleed from the wounds of space and time, the coldest of deaths. Given that she was stabbed, this message must have come from the killer, but the sender has been blocked. Good idea, Ace. Let's send this phone to Kathy and see if she can trace the source of this message. I mean, obviously it's not going to reveal everything. That'd be crazy. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in 3 hours. I've been pitching 888. Over and out. Alright, guys. So, I think what happened, and Kian had talked to me a little bit about this, but YouTube, he is, we're going to be doing just Twitch for a little bit here. Because we're trying to get partnered on Twitch as well, and if we can get at least 75 viewers on Twitch at a given time, we can end up being partnered over there, potentially getting another revenue source, which would be really nice. But they're pretty stringent about their stuff, so it could happen, but it could easily not happen. So what do I want to do? I want to get some details. We gotta let people know on let's see. I think it's case. Why was the video rejected? Oh, it's a duplicate. Son of a gun. Alright. Alright, well. Yeah, I hope I get the partnership as well. We'll see how it goes. Your guys' support has been pretty awesome, though. That change.org, you guys have really shown your support, and that's been pretty awesome. So it'll be up to the powers that be. Pretty simple. If it's worth it or not for them. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we kind of need to... I need to upload something on YouTube. Closed. Robot. The family is doing well. I don't think there's much to report in terms of like anything oh, there's the helix. I'm not as sad. I mean, yes, I should be, but um, I don't leak stuff. You know, I don't hack into their game. I play the game respectfully, and I wait for it to be released. So, I mean, I made the decision early on not to, hack into their game, and you know, I played it respectfully for the last 4 or 5 years. So, not everybody does that. One second, guys. Okay. So how do I do that? Settings. Apps and websites. There we go. can't I find anything right now? There's magnet glasses. The heart's throwing me off. It always does. When I can't find one thing, oh, there it is. Oh shoot! What happened to? What's the TLDR for Shield? Oh, yes, that's it. Flying saucer. There. Oh, I double clicked. Gosh darn it! I do that sometimes. Yeah, well, because my kid's in the room right next to me, the littlest one. So I gotta be like, you know, I can probably be louder, but he sleeps. His bed's actually right next to the wall that comes to this room, so I gotta be kind of careful about that. Okay, so Shield will be back. I'll take a look at it after the stream. Okay, so there's a map. Wooden crate up there. Okay, so he'll be back in February. Okay, cool. I hope all is well with him. That's right. That's right. I think he had mentioned that. So he's going back to New Zealand. I didn't know it was for like permanently. I thought he was just going there on vacation. Oh, Dis, why can't you watch the stream? Let's see. Oh yeah, flying saucers here. I really need to get up a video on YouTube. So let me... I won't do it just yet. I don't know why I keep pressing like, you know, share or whatever, and it keeps sharing it. Yeah, I thought this district would be dead Ad Astra members as well. I kind of like it that they're not. It almost leads me to believe that they're going to all live, maybe, or maybe it's just going to be a finale that's just like, bam. I mean, what if they had a finale where like, because they've already written it, so it can't be anything like too crazy. But what if it was like, one person dies, another person dies, another person dies. Like every chapter or something, they get hit or something. That would be interesting. Like the killer's on the loose, and like we got people in custody and stuff like that. That would be interesting. I mean, can you imagine it if they end up having like one of the cases or something? You end up getting 3 members murdered, like, you know, the mayor, or, you know, Bateman. Keeper is alive or something. You have to figure out. That'd be pretty crazy. Because we kind of said how much we enjoyed the and I really did enjoy when they had the multiple murder suspects, like the 5. The 5 was definitely a monkey in the wrench, and definitely something unique. Oops. Oops. Oops, I forgot about that. Is that there? Okay, so that makes sense. So this probably goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here. Anywho. Ooh. That could be. They could have a time machine. I think it's called Travel in Time, right? I think that's what it's called. Satellite, I should know. Was it? Oh, you know what? I think you guys are right. Is the next case on Valentine's Day? Not really. I'm just getting her a couple things that she asked for. That's cool. Yeah, no, I'm getting her. She likes this C's chocolate, which I don't know if C's is overseas, but C's is a chocolate company in the United States, and it's pretty good. I mean, I guarantee you, it's nothing like they have overseas or anything like that, because you guys probably like make even more legit chocolate. I'm getting her chocolate. I'm gonna get her some flowers, and then she really has been wanting an espresso machine. So I think I'm gonna go get. I think I'm gonna get her an espresso machine off of Amazon. And I think we're going to get some New York style pizza. Because her big thing is she just doesn't want to cook on her day. Or sorry, not her day, Valentine's Day. I mean, it ends up being her day, but you know, like it's funny that we have a it's funny that we have an understanding that Valentine's Day. She doesn't even ask me for what I want. It's just not even mentioned. It's only what does she want. Well, we have 2-day shipping where we are, but I ordered that stuff like a week ago, so I just asked them to be delivered next week. So, great thing about online shopping is you can just do as much as you can do a lot before it actually gets shipped. Or I mean, like you can do it in ahead of time, and that really helps. But I still think Valentine's Day is silly. But you're also talking to the guy who thinks that going all out for holidays is silly, and yet the missus is all about the holidays. So like I could literally not decorate my house and be absolutely fine with the world. But I think the missus would die a little bit inside if we didn't decorate the house. So that's my job usually. Man, I love these ×6 combos. They help me so much to grab stars. I know, I'm excited for Toy Story 4. Can't even remember if I saw the third one. I remember the first and second one so vividly. I honestly cannot remember if I have seen it or not. Which is crazy. I can't remember what the third one's about. I probably haven't actually seen the third one. Yeah, my kids don't sit through anything. They literally they can't sit through anything. They are constantly moving and running and doing a whole bunch of stuff, but they almost never are sitting down to watch something. I mean good in the sense that they're not tied to TV and they enjoy doing things, but yeah, they're not really the sit still type of people. Yeah, so I have not seen the third one where he's donating his toys to the daycare. That's right. I have not. I've heard about it, but I never actually watched it. Bell. Bell or carrot, guys? Hit me up and let me know where you see the bell or the carrot. And of course, I'll probably find it when you guys let me know, but I won't. So where's the? Oh, there's the bell. So I found the bell, and there's the carrot. I'm telling you, I can always find this stuff when afterwards. Good point. Don't spoil Toy Story 3, although I kind of already know that who's the bad guy. Because Pixar's pretty notorious and Disney's pretty notorious in making the good guy seem like the bad guy. It's kind of like their MO after like the last 10 years. I mean, Frozen did that, but you look at a lot of their stuff and it happens that way. Muffin. There's the ribbon. Shin golf cart. Cushion. There's the cushion. I thought I had no camping. Handbag. Okay. All right, guys. So yes. So I've been talking to them a little bit, and they have agreed to do a sponsorship for me, so that will be really cool. So season 6, I will definitely be doing it, and the setup for the overlay might change slightly in order to display that they're sponsoring me and all that stuff, so we can have kind of a good partnership going forward. So this is really cool, really cool. So we'll work out the details, but they're willing to let me share it with you guys on the stream, through Discord, through everything, through the videos, that that at least the initial partnership has been worked out. So I'll be working with them over the next couple weeks, and so that's really cool. So and thank you all for signing the change.org. I definitely think that had a contributing factor, just because it just shows the amount of community that we have all around this. So, and I also like the fact that they're willing to do the sponsorship, but that they're also willing to do the sponsorship with someone like me. So, because there, as you guys have mentioned, there are other YouTubers out there, but I've always tried to do everything kind of above board, and do my own. I've spent probably thousands on the game, just because I love the game so much, and I think that they've created something really special. So it's really cool to see that kind of come into fruition. So so it's a really big deal to me. So it's one of those things where it's been with the way that YouTube has kind of been lately, that it's been very difficult. This used to make me money, and it was something that I really enjoyed doing. But the fact that it made money made the missus and my family not laugh at me or tell me to stop. But with the recent changes, it's been a little bit more difficult, and like I said, I've actually been break even / losing money on this, which is just tough for me to do, or at least tough for me to justify with just family and commitments that I have. But Pretty Simple being able to partner with me and helping me out with this will allow me to at least make it so that I'm not paying money to play the game, which will allow me to justify a little bit more. And it's just it's very appreciated by them. So that means season 6 will be live streamed. You guys will see every case when it gets released. We'll be doing all 4 chapters. No need to stop and save cache, so you guys will all be able to see it live. I'll work with Kian to make sure all the streams are kind of set up and that we've got everything kind of streamlined a little bit more. Like I said, the overlays, or we're gonna work in some way to help out the connection. So there'll probably be an affiliate link or something at the bottom for people that want to play, want to sign up, things of that nature. Something I've always wanted to do, but it's always been kind of back and forth whether or not I really wanted to go through this. But going through the partnership and having an open communication with them, I think it would be really neat to open up a shop of Criminal Case merchandise. So I don't know if they've done that before. I don't know if there is Criminal Case merchandise out there, but I think that would be something really neat and cool to get out there, because I know I personally would enjoy to wear that stuff, and I think you guys would be as well. and I have some different channels that I could create some stuff. I mean, I'm not creative at all, so I can't create the actual like images and stuff like that, but I could definitely work with the like setting up the like the shops and stuff like that. So yep. I mean, there's the cool ones. Yeah, there's the ones that they have on they have for some of the characters. You know, there's been really stuff, and I don't know if it's been. This drone is killing me. Where the hell? Oh, there's the drone. Okay. Kept trying to go back to it, and I couldn't find it. There's something that I don't know if they did it or if it was fandom that did it, but they did like the little. It almost looked like Funko Pops, but they were like little caricatures of all the characters. And I thought that'd be really cool. So, and with something like that, you have to realize that you know, they want to mass produce them. So we'd probably vote on we'd probably have to vote on, like, you know, the best. I mean, we're not going to offer, you know, 1,000 different customizable, just because the amount of, you know, money to produce just one shirt is different than producing a lot of other shirts. So we could keep the cost down for you guys, but we could probably have, you know, a vote on you know, out of like 20 different designs, which are the like 5 most populars, and start with that. So that's always something that I've always thought would be really, really cool to do. And also know that you know, they have already put me in a sense in multiple cases. I mean, again, Jack Archer is essentially drew at least some inspiration from me. I don't have that confirmed from them, but I mean, he's born and raised in the same age as I was when the case was coming out, and he at least somewhat looked like me. So, I mean, Trevor Finn was the first one, obviously, but then the actual, like, resemblance, that was definitely more. And that was different. I mean, that was back when I first started. So you gotta realize that when I first started the game, started getting like traction on it. And Pretty Simple was a little bit. Pretty Simple was a little bit, I think, smaller at that time. So one of the writers on the game at the time reached out to me and was like, "Hey, can I use you? I've been watching your stuff and stuff like that." So I was like, "Oh, heck yeah!" So they didn't put my likeness. They just put my name in there, and that was cool. And then, of course, you know, Jack Archer came along, and now season 6 is gonna have Jack Archer. So that's awesome. So I'm excited to play myself again. So that'll be a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm not doing as well as I usually do on this. I'm very excited. If only I didn't have my kid sleeping in the next room. I'd be like, so that's great news. I mean, it was very sad for me to come to the realization that I might not be able to play this game anymore. So I'm very excited. And Spin, come on. I mean, we just saw the first thing. There's not much to talk about, really. We usually shoot the breeze anyways while we're collecting this many stars specifically. I mean, I love it when they do something like this, because this means I can just rattle it off really quickly. Like you'll be able to finish chapter 1 and chapter 2 right away, and then chapter 3 will be like almost right after that. So there we go. Hey, gamer girl. I would say, well, I've definitely said that in season 1, University District, the whole game changed. Like they had to have made, and I don't know what was going on at the time, but they made a conscious effort to radically change the game in University. Everything became brighter, everything became easier to the hitbox on everything got a little bit better. The stories started to bleed into like the whole district thing. Like University on season 1 was a huge change for a criminal case in the game and what shaped the game moving forward. So getting the stars before University was difficult. It was not the easiest in the world. After that, everything became so much better. Very soon, probably by University, I was already figuring out my method to my madness. And I think I even released a video of how to collect stars smartly and to maximize your skills. Like when you jump between scenes, it's hard to remember where everything is, but if you just do one scene all the way through and collect all the stars, you're going to end up finding stuff a lot quicker and gaining more stars in the end. But I know a lot of you guys joined me after University of the first one, so you guys kind of already saw the good stuff. But if you guys look back at like my old or my first few videos, you'll notice that the hitbox on things was different, and it was darker. It wasn't like as much bright and fun. Like look at how bright this is. Like you have really bright colors. It's sharper images. With the first couple of districts, everything was dark and gritty, and it was almost like a film noir type thing, which set the mood, but it wasn't as like pleasing to the eye. So they really made it a lot more pleasing to the eye, which is kudos to them for figuring that out and making that decision. Because I think that really is what helped make the game blow up and be as successful as it is today. Sorry, I'm not reading chat as much. I'm trying to get makeup for my horrible playing. Yeah, I mean, they're teasing that Denise is it, but usually when they tease this early on, I have a hard time with that. So the 60 item thing, I'm doing it right now. I'm not doing very well in terms of selecting everything. But what you do is you just play it over and over again, and you just make sure you know where everything is. And sometimes it helps to talk to yourself. So like handbag, soccer ball, map, rainbow, antenna tower, because you'll remember where that stuff is when you play it enough. Apple, mustachio, water tower, flags up here. So, and if you're not talking while you're doing it, you can do it sometimes even better, but it's hard for me to not talk because I'm pretty excited today. So if I don't talk, I can generally pick up things a little bit faster. So the no distractions, you can figure out where everything is just a little bit better. Ideally, you will select things kind of within their same area, but I'm not doing a great job of that. See, I didn't do great, but I did a little bit better. So I'll make some sort of an announcement about this in the announcement tab in this Discord, and yeah, and also do the 60, do the time attack one before you do this one right here, because once you do the time attack, you know where everything is, and you end up getting a lot more bang out of your buck for this one. So I definitely recommend doing that one before this one. So like right there, oh shoot, cap, that's right. So this one right here, I was able to find everything. If I hadn't done the time attack, I would have been looking around trying to find everything. Yeah, you can totally watch this on Twitch without a login. Shoot, I watch Twitch sometimes at work, and I don't do a login there. We have a decent amount of stars. We have 15 stars. Oh, work's going great. Work's going great. They've got me into more of a marketing role with project management and doing some, I hate to say creative ideas because they're not really creative, but ways of making the product in the company a little bit better in terms of marketability. So I don't have that greatest skills with it, but I at least have been around enough smart people and see the way that things have worked that I can impart some successful stuff from other companies within the company that I work for. Oh, it's my Discord status is always offline, same as my Facebook, because usually, and I don't know if Discord does this, but when someone messages you, it'll ping you, and when I make myself available online, I get pinged all the time, a lot. And it gets very overwhelming for me to put myself online. So I did that back in the day. You know, when I wasn't you know, married or had kids, and it was a lot of fun because I would just talk with a whole bunch of people. But man, it got crazy. It's still a little crazy. People still message me like crazy. It's just I'm invisible, so it can just always say that. Yeah, once we get finished this up a little bit and we get going, I'm gonna shoot something over on YouTube and let people know that Twitch is the way to go. Yeah, I guess. Well, we can. The thing is a lot of people that were on as guests are no longer available, or they're already doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I think, like I haven't talked to Jonathan in a long time, but I think he's doing his own thing now. I don't think he really is on. I don't think he's really on YouTube that much. I haven't talked to Jonathan in like forever. Maddie pops on still, so I know that she would probably be available. Nat, I haven't talked to in a really long time. I should reach out and just see how she's doing. I think last time I checked, I think was she finishing up school or something? I can't remember. So I think she's like moving on to a career or something, and I can't remember what she's doing. And then Chiara, I think, oh man, I haven't talked to her. I think I've talked to her more recently. I talked to her probably a few months back, and I think she's one is she got a job, and I can't remember if it's an internship or if it's a job, but she got a job that's requiring a lot of her time, and she's not really free. As well as I think she went to school. I don't know. She's like super smart and super ambitious. So when we were able to get her on, it was because she was like writing dissertations and doing theses for whatever degree she was getting. So Sasco, man, I don't even remember Sasco. I think we had him on once. I forgot that name. I forgot we had him on. But yeah, I think Chiara is doing really well. But I also think she's working in like public relations or international relations, so she probably doesn't need videos of herself now on it, you know. Yeah, I should reach out to Nat and see how she's doing. Yeah. I messaged Chura I think like a month or two ago to check in on her, and she hasn't responded. So usually when that happens, she'll respond to me in like a month or two or something like that. Like there's not really a timetable for that, but usually it's like, hey, I've been really busy working in my job and doing all that stuff. So hey Kian, so it's official. So I know we had anticipated that is what they were talking to us about, but it is official. They will be sponsoring me, and I'll work out some of the details with them. What am I missing? This towel. So I'll be working out just in terms of maybe some sponsorships or the things that we can do with them. Yeah, no worries. We're on chapter 1. We're getting close there. So are we streaming on YouTube, Kian, or do I need to like restart the stream? We only got 3 more stars, but the good thing is we're gonna be able to go chapter 1, chapter 2 right away, and then almost right into chapter 3. So it has been a long time, but we're gonna be able to just rush through a lot of the chapters, or just kind of go straight through the chapters. So that'll be nice. There's so many things I'm missing right here. What the heck? What's that? What am I missing? Oh my gosh, that thing's huge. How did I miss that? I'll do the full AI. Okay, cool. We're on YouTube. And Kian, in order to do the in order to get the Twitch partnership, what we may want to do is at one week just have everyone just shift over to to Twitch and just view on Twitch. They don't need to, like, you know, sign in or anything, but just to view, just get our viewership up. I clicked on that. That should have worked. Yeah, hit refresh. Yeah, I mean, YouTube gets a lot of views for sure, but that's just because where my audience kind of always originated from. But there are so many spoilers on YouTube that's one of the reasons why Twitch is my preferred. Because in order to actually, man, I'm missing big stuff. Oh, so how many viewers do we have on Twitch right now? $64. Ah, we're not at the 75. Oh man, we're getting close. I mean, 64 isn't bad considering that I'm just collecting stars. Okay, YouTubers work just setting up different. Okay, because ideally, what we'll do. There's the flag. So, yeah, because if we could get 100, but I mean, honestly, I'm just collecting stars. I am very grateful that we have 65 people in here watching me collect stars. Oh, Party Zion. You get a lot of energy by completing scenes, and this is not the account that I started with. This was Kian's account, and he never rushed anything, so he just always just kind of compiled, and then when he donated this account to me for me to continue on with season 5, he just had so much energy saved up. So, like, even now, I think, like, let's go look at the map. I have still a ton of, let's see, where's my inventory? My collection. Where's energy? See, I have 47 and 6. And that's just because, again, you play it, you know, over and over and over again. Oops, I'm on this one. Oh yeah, I'm on this one. Is this really case 56? Yep, that's right. So you can definitely have a lot. Plus, I don't go on here as much and select other people's energy. You could also do that if you're sharing with friends, you're sending energy back and forth. There's a whole lot of different ways to maximize your energy. And a lot of it is just having a whole bunch of criminal case friends that play the game. There we go. Alright, one more star left. Well, so what I think we're gonna do, because chapter 2s usually don't get viewed that often, I mean, in relationship, most people, believe it or not everybody will watch the entirety of the case. They watch chapter 1, they watch chapter 3, and then sometimes they watch the additional investigation. So Kian was saying that he believes in a test that we were able to not get a copyright claim for audio. So I am going to test that for chapter 2. I'm going to put the audio on and see what happens. Yes, we did, Kian. We did. So details will get worked out in terms of what I can do to, promote them, or if they have specific, materials for me to promote for, them, whether or not it's with, this game, or if they have another game coming up, the mobile app, anything like that. So that's still going to be in the discussions. So I'll still definitely be in discussions with them. So 23 stars, holy moly. So yeah, so on chapter 2 we're gonna start with adding sound, see if that works. If it works for this case, we may do it for the next case. But with that, I may want to I may need to record audio separately for that. So on your mark, get set, go. Alright folks, Pachinki's Idiot, we are back. Let's head on to the forensic part. We got 23 stars, so we got a lot of stars. And in the stream, it was just announced, but I've been sponsored. I've been talked, so I'll be sponsored for season 6 with Pretty Simple. So they will be basically providing me the ability to speed up the. Oh my gosh. They will be helping me to speed up the case, so I will be actually doing season 6. Well, this wallet contains a commemorative coin ace from the Roseboro Law Society. There's a name engraved here, Martin Davenport. Oh, you're right, he works as a Sarah's legal counsel. We interviewed him in connection with the murder of Doris Black. Looks like we're going to have to speak to Davenport in connection with this murder, too. I remember these guys. I remember them, but they were in like one case, I think. Ooh, Taylor. Romani Taylor's interesting. Do I know this person? We're on the right track with this card, Ace. It's an appointment card for Romani Taylor's, and Christine Ramsgate's name is written on the back. But we need the Destiny Kit to read the rest of the text. I think the maximum is 700, I think. Oh wow, 850, yeah. Hey, Mr. Davenport, we found your wallet, and oh, thank goodness, you have my gratitude for returning this secret, Janice. I believe I misplaced it in Trishna Joshi's office yesterday morning. Well, she's actually the reason that we're here. She's been murdered in the lobby. Wait, murdered? Oh dear, this is truly regrettable. Considering my strong objections to homicide on Sarah premises due to its extreme illegality, I lament that it's happening again. Oh wow, so you're so upset about murder. Such an interesting way to look at it. How well did you know Miss Joshi? Can you tell us anything about her? Only that we shared a mutual respect. Though our professions are vastly different, we work for a common goal, bringing order to chaos. A murder right here on Sarah's doorstep? I assure you, Secret Agent Ace, I'll be taking this up with the board. No, max level was 600, and then they moved it up to 850, I believe. There we go. We're in luck, Ace. This is an appointment reminder card. Apparently Mr. Ramsgate has an appointment at 2 p.m. this afternoon, which is... Oh, well, that's right now, Ace. We'll find Christine Ramsgate at the Taylor's. Come on, I'll drive. Excuse me, Mr. Ramsgate. We're here to talk to you about the murder of Trishna Joshi. Good heavens, Trishna's been killed? That's terrible. What can you tell us about Miss Joshi? Well, Trishna was an asset to Sarah, especially on the assignment to clean up the dome. And on a personal level, Trishna was a genuine kind person. She'd buy me lunch sometimes in the garden, ordering my usual gluten-free sandwich. Such tragic news. She will be sorely missed. I will pass on my sincere condolences to Trishna's family on Sarah's behalf. Nice. Thank you guys all for hopping on. For those of you guys who are watching over at Twitch, YouTube as well, but Twitch especially, just because we are attempting to gain a partnership with Twitch, and in order to do that, you have to have 75 viewers. So appreciate all you guys heading over to Twitch. Hey Kathy, did you find out who sent that threatening message to the victim? Well, the number belongs to a burner phone, which means anyone could have sent it. I'm running an algorithm to trace the message, but it'll take time. Meanwhile, I do have something interesting to tell you about the sender's reading habits. I'll let Alex explain. Well, yeah, I saw Kathy analyzing the text message. I recognized the phrase immediately. The killer's threat is quoted from the book 3001: A Space Audacity. Instead of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I love it. It's taken from the final showdown of the book, where AL 8000, an artificial intelligence, tries to kill a member of the space crew, a maintenance technician, but very much like your killer. Well, we can certainly add this to the killer's profile. Ace, they've read 3001: A Space Audacity. Space Audacity. Hey, 2 minutes, Ace. 3 minutes, tops. What are you talking about? That's how long it would have taken for the victim to bleed out from us. Okay, thanks for the information, Martine. It's a little disturbing, but sure. You're quirky. You see, the heart pumps around 3 or 4, and there are about 4 to 5 liters of blood in the human body. So with a stab wound to the neck, such as the one with the victim would be dead in a matter of moments. Well, that is pretty nasty, so he should be on the lookout for some kind of blade. Yeah, but it gets nastier. The killer must have been particularly angry with the victim because they spat in their face after she was dead. Well, there wasn't enough saliva to establish a DNA profile. However, the liquid itself is a valuable clue. The killer spat Rocket Cow on the victim's face. So they do Rocket Cow. There's another energy drink coming back into play. Ace, our mission is Sarah to question Denise Daniels about Ash came crashing back to Earth with the murder of Trishna Joshi. Yeah, they're all declining. So what's going to lead us into this? Ooh, you got a new lead. I know exactly where it was sent from. Bum bum bum. Well, to be fair, we kind of know too because we've done a lot of the star collecting, so we know that it's in the training facility. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in chapter 2. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. And like I said, we are not going to need to stop. So let's just get on with chapter 2. On your mark, get set. Yeah, it goes from 76 to 100 because that's the 18-hour one. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys that are coming in here. Oh, music time, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Now, let me know if you can actually hear the music. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't think we want it super loud. Because if we're just going to test this, we'll just have it as a little bit, you know, quieter. Okay, so let's do this. On your mark, be set, go. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Oh, is it hard to hear me? Is it hard to hear me now? Alright. Do I need to be closer to the mic? Nice. The music is a bit loud. Okay, so let me do this. Let me desktop audio. Okay, let me know if this is better. I think this should be a little bit better. Okay, cool. Because we don't want it too loud because, again, we don't want to, like, be advertising that we're doing music on this. We just want to just see if we can get it through. Alright, guys. On your mark, get set, go. Alright, folks, but Genius Idiot, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 2. Ace, our mission to Sarah headquarters. Yes, and we know that Kathy had found a fresh new lead. And I'll bet you she triangulated it from a location underground Sarah headquarters where their training facilities are. Also, the killer was in the training room before Trishna and Joshi was murdered. We better come to the scene, Ace. Alright. It is such a treat to listen to this with music. I have always liked their music, but I've had to turn it off due to YouTube's policies. Alright. Let's go. Oh, so I see that there's that. Radioactive dog, car battery, and rat. Oh, a broken cardboard. Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't think about that. Ace, Kathy said the threatening text of the Trishna was sent from here, so we're bound to find some clues from the killer. I agree, restoring those cardboard pieces would be a good start. I wonder what they're doing in the training facility. And something could be hidden in that storage chest too. Let's sift through it, Ace. Hey Zion, so in order to do 5 hints, the person has to have logged in for 5 straight days. And if you ever need help, just ask people, you know, on some groups on Facebook and stuff, and people will add you, and you get a lot of people that will send you energy and stuff like that. That's what I do. I think I have like 500 friends that play like daily and send me energy. So at +2, that ends up being ooh, oh no, it's a nice pick. Oh, letter opener. Yikes. It has a Sarah logo on the handle. Could the killer have used his blade to stab Trishna in the neck? Well, this letter opener is a hot lead, Ace. Let's get it to Amir on the double. Yeah, I've thought about logging in. I could definitely do it, I think, during the weekdays. It might be a little bit more difficult for me to do that type of thing on the weekends. But, oh, this is, looks like he's an astronaut. What's going on? Okay, there we go. But after the stream, just hit up the chat and we'll give you some good groups to add on Facebook. Let's draw a piece of our promotional cardboard from a guest lecture, Ace, by a retired astronaut named Commander John C. Burke. Apparently the lecture was hosted this morning here in the training facility, and all Sarah employees were encouraged to attend. It's possible that the victim and her killer were at the lecture, Ace. Let's see if Commander Burke can tell us anything. Great. So they're basically all in this area. Ah, a couple fans. You enjoyed my lecture? Let me put down my rocket account and sign an autograph. Well, we're kind of investigating. No autograph. You do realize who I am, right? Commander John C. Burke, the 10th man to walk on the moon. And we all know 10th is bigger than first, am I right? Ego much? Commander Burke, Secret Agent Ace is looking for murder here at Sarah. Trishna Joshi's been killed. Did you know her? Trishna. Oh, sure. She used to decontaminate the equipment after I returned from some of my final missions. Well, did you see her this morning? Was she at your lecture? It's hard to say. It was pretty packed. Everyone wants to hear my story, so she must have been here. Not a lot of people know this, but the book 3001: A Space Odyssey was loosely based on my lunar mission. I say loosely, of course, because I can't say for certain, but the similarities are striking. For example, yeah, we appreciate your time, but we'll leave it there for now. This guy is a trip. I love that the phone that they have is basically like, it reminds me of the Nokia old school phones. The bricks that were just like impossible to destroy. Well, this letter opener you found is literally torn this cape wide open, Ace. You're saying this blade is the murder weapon, Amir? Well, without question, the bloodstains were a match for the victim. But what's more, there were also no fingerprints on the handle. I found small smudges of motor oil where the killer would have gripped the letter opener. And the compound is an engine lubricant, specifically used for legaways. You know those two-wheeled personal transport vehicles? Oh yeah, they've always had a lot of brand company parodies. It's always been pretty amazing. It says Segways, Legaways. That's honestly, they shouldn't have been called Segways. They should have been called Legaways. Hey, Jasper and I often see them zipping around town. Now, if there's a Legaway oil on the killer's blade, that means that the killer rides a Legaway. They'll need more than 2 wheels to Legaway from you, Ace. Ooh. There's something else. Ace, the syrup branding caught my attention too, so I asked Ramirez to trace the manufacturer. Order for small batches of those letter openers. They were personal order by Denise Daniels. Oh, snap. We should definitely confront Ms. Daniels about this, Ace. Let's go. I love Ramirez. I literally think that the Segways should have been called Legaways, and they would have caught on a little bit more. They should have been called Legaways, for sure. You got me just in time, Secret Agent Ace. I just reminded Legaway back from the southern shuttle bays. Caught you red-handed was more like it. Apparently the murder weapon used to murder Miss Joshi belonged to you. Wait, what? How is that possible? Oh, you're talking about the letter opener? Well, I can explain that. Or a small shipment of those. I send them to people as gifts, you see. Valued employees, VIP guests, that sort of thing. I don't keep track of them. Secret Agent Ace, I joined Sarah after reading 3001 A Space Audacity as a child. It inspired by the lofty ideals of space exploration and pursuing the betterment of mankind. I would never take the life of another human being. It goes against everything I stand for. If it turns out you did stab Trishna Joshi, your days of exploring anything will be over. I agree, Ace. Let's do another sweep of the crime scene while we're here. No, you know what? She just said that VIP guests. That totally leads me to believe that it's going to be the astronaut. Pineapple Ramirez is the best Ramirez. That was a pretty good one too. Oh, well, those flowers are obviously something. Sticky note, pigeon, belt, hoverboard, security panel. There we go. Well, the basket is loaded with romantic gifts today. Stuffed toys, chocolate. It's pretty over the top. You're right. The card is addressed to the victim, so all these presents were intended for Trishna Joshi. Well, with any luck, the victims would be to sign their name. Smart thinking, Ace. Everyone coming through the lobby needs to go via the security gate. Accessing the entry logs might give us an idea of who was in here just prior to the murder. I'll let you work your magic on the access panel's password. You're right. You're right. Snowman Ramirez. That one was pretty good too. I forgot about that. Oh, her lover's gonna be the oh, maybe it's the what's his name? It's the oh, that's definitely not it. It's this one. It's the lawyer guy. I'll bet you anything. Alright, let's send the access panel to the lab so Kathy can analyze the lobby entry logs. Yeah, Ramirez was a snowman before snowmans were cool. The card in the basket is you, Trishna. You has the keys to my heart. There's no sign. Wow. That's true. We can compare this handwriting with our database. Maybe we'll come up with a match. That is really cheesy. Although I just did a really cheesy thing for Valentine's Day for the missus, so like I'm not above writing cheesy stuff. Boom. Boom. Yep, told you. Martin Davenport. I didn't know his name, but I thought it was the lawyer guy. So that basket of gifts for the victim was from him. Mr. Davenport doesn't strike me as a romantic type. Nevertheless, this puts Davenport's relationship with the victim in a whole new light. We need to speak with him again. Yeah, because my guess is it wasn't reciprocated. Yep, thank you all that are on Twitch. I appreciate that. Boosting, getting those numbers up. Appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Davenport, you claimed you barely knew anything about Trisha and Joshi, and yet we found this basket you sent her full of romantic gifts. Oh dear me, this is most embarrassing. You see, Sierra Janace, I developed a romantic interest in Miss Joshi. If you'll forgive my candor, she got my juices flowing like a swift drink of Rocky Cow. Gosh, you are such a creepy dude. We get the picture. How did the victim respond to your advances? Not well, I'm afraid. I explained to her the manifold benefits of engaging in a common law union, but she failed to see any advantage. Suffice it to say, Miss Joshi refused my advances. You can see how you might think a spurned suitor such as myself could have ample motive for murder, but I assure you, I object to the very concept due to its extreme illegality. Yes, I hope you're telling the truth, Mr. Davenport. For once, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Gee, I wonder why she didn't. Why she immediately rejected him. He seems so nice. Your instincts were correct about this access panel, Ace. I've looked over the data, and there's a complete record of everyone who entered Sarah Air headquarters this morning. And the entry logs are quite busy for the hour before Miss Joshi was killed, but there was hardly anyone around at the time of the murder. According to these logs, the only person who came through the security gate when the victim was stabbed was Otto Kessel. Ah, isn't that Denise Daniels' personal assistant? We met him when we were investigating under the dome. If Mr. Kessel was in the lobby around the time of the murder, then we'd better ask him some questions. Ricky, are you... Oh, brother. Ricky's back. Oh, wait. Ricky's not Otto in the chat? I'm shocked. Usually Ricky liked to always take the name of someone who was going to be in the case. Sorry, Ricky. That's my apologies. Sierra Janace, Miss Daniels said you were back. Dude, Miss Joshi's murder. Awful thing. Is that the right word? Yes, it is awful, dude. You're weird. And according to the building's entry log, you were in the lobby just before the murder. Did you see anything? Nothing unusual. Otherwise, I would have reported it. That's the rational course of action. Of course, I'm rushed off my feet. Might have missed something. Miss Daniels has 3 assistants, but the work is intense. Hard to keep up, even on a leg away. I see. What about Miss Joshi? Did you know her? Only by name. I regret that she died, but I must go and schedule some meetings. Good day. I don't know whether it has anything to do with Space Ace, but everyone we've spoken to in connection with her murder is a little weird. Yeah, but we're also dealing with scientists. Alright, yep. Pretty much the standard run-of-the-mill. Uh-oh. What's happening? I'm floating away. She's floating away? What? That's interesting. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 3 where we figure out why she's floating away. Pitching ACD. Over and out. Alright, guys. Probably got about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes and we will be on to Chapter 3. And then once we do Chapter 3, we can finish off Chapter 4. Dog, robot. Boom. And I I so much enjoy listening to the music. It makes it so nice. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it for now because I really do enjoy it. But I'll definitely have to turn it off before we start chapter 3. Why can't I find the rifle? There it is. Oh, because it's like a Nerf gun rifle. Oh, I edit my own videos. It's actually really easy. I used to do it a much more convoluted way, but Kian kind of helped me to figure out a really easy way to edit my videos. May the luck be with you. Yeah, Kian made it so I can even do it at work. It's that simple. So I usually take a break at work and do my editing there. I'm really looking forward to the time change. Because Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time, and so when you guys fall back or spring forward, I guess, we don't change. But that means that I'll be getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning instead of 2 o'clock in the morning, and just the good thing about that is I can usually get a little bit of sleep in between. Right now, I wake up at 2. I record till like 4:30, 4:45, then I hop in the shower, I go to work, because I now work at 6 o'clock in the morning. My hours are like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you guys are seeing lagging, because I'm not seeing any lagging on my side, just refresh and see if that resolves it. Yeah, it's funny. I think there's states in the United States that are actually trying to put in laws or put in stuff to where they get rid of daylight savings time. Telephone, there it is. I love how it's called a man poster. I mean, they've had women posters too, so it's just funny to me. It's just funny for me to say man poster. Shoot, where's the flashlight? Oh, okay. So we got 5 more stars and we are ready to go. I want to say Criminal Case was the first one that was centered around a crime. And honestly, there were a ton of copycats when they first came out and popular. I even did a couple of them, but because a lot of them had like licensing and stuff, but they weren't original, and I didn't like them as much, and I don't think other people liked them as much either. You zoom in with this button up here, I think. Yep, right here. But I don't play on I don't play zoomed in. I saw the power strip there. It's up there. Oh, Zion, I already said that. I edit my own videos. I told you that. Remember? I said I had someone teach me how to do it in a better way, but I do it myself. Stars. Close. No, Otto. Well, Kian taught me how to do it, but Birdie Blues, welcome. It's fun to see it's fun to see new people in the chat, for sure. For me, anyways, that I don't recognize right off the bat. When will Ace get a green screen? That's a good question. Maybe with season 6. Maybe with season 6 I'll get a green screen. I'm in a precarious position though. Hey Raul. Because I record at 2 to 4 a.m. in the morning, so I can't really have light on behind me in order for like the green to show. Because if I have light on, it projects through the house, even if I have the doors closed. And I do not want to wake up my kids at 2 o'clock in the morning. That does not sound like a good idea at all. I was thinking though that like I should put some like, let me see, like I could do this, but that's very bright for the kids. So the kids are doing really, really well. They're all, knock on wood, healthy right now. And I mean, not sick, so that's been a positive. But with little kids, if they're well now, that means they're going to be sick in a couple weeks or something. I got a haircut. I trimmed my beard, so yeah, my hair blends into the darkness. I mean, I was even thinking, and we could even try this out, of like using my my phone on my camera to like, we could do something like this. It's bright AF though, but yeah, it's super bright. I'd have to find a better way to do some lighting. Maybe I'll do this for chapter 3. Okay, let's do that. Let's do under my face. Let's see. There we go. It still lights up my room like absolutely nuts. That's right, that's right. That's right. I need to turn off the music. I'm gonna forget and I'm gonna get in trouble. Ooh. No, it's not midnight. It's 4 a.m. right now for me. 4 in the morning. Well, if you guys, this actually isn't that bad. So, if you guys like to see my face a little bit more, I can do that. Boom. All right, guys, let's get on to chapter number 3. All right, on your mark, get set. Alright folks, Pachinki's Idiot, we are back. Let's head on where all of a sudden Gloria is floating. I didn't realize you were here. I seem to have accidentally activated the zero gravity chamber. I think this should switch it off. Oh, thank goodness, Ace. I was starting to get nauseated. Oh my, that takes me back to the good old days. Well, now that we're back on solid ground, Ace, let's take another look around these training rooms, and let's be careful not to push any buttons. Oh. Red beacon. Oh, cupcakes. Cupcakes making a comeback. Cupcakes making a comeback. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka. Oh, I didn't get the... Well, we could be in luck, Ace. We know that Trishna Joshi's killer was down here, so unlocking the security camera might offer up a new lead. And there's no pin to this tattered coat with the victim's name written on it. Let's clean away those brown fragments to see what it says. I have no idea what these broken pieces are, Ace, but if you think they're important, go ahead and piece them together. We've orbited around this case long enough. It's time we just catch our killer. That's hilarious. So, for those of you guys who are watching, make sure to comment if you guys like this new light source. I probably got to do something better than like my phone for the light source, but you guys actually like seeing my mug. I can work on making that better. To them, to the moon, to the moon. Let's hurry, Ace, and have Kathy review the footage on the security camera. Ooh, it's a robot. It's always robot. It's cute, Ace. I car would love one of these. Life has changed a lot for the both of us. Oh, that's right. I mean, I knew it happened. I think I blocked it from my memory. Now that Car's living with it again, it's rough. Grieving his father, but he's a trooper. Anyway, you're right, Ace. There's a card inside the robot's chest written by the victim. You're Denise's little automaton. Automaton. As in Otto Kessler? What does that mean? We can't ask the victim, so let's go and get Mr. Kessel's side of the story. I like that. Roboto. I forget the song. It's like D Mr. Roboto. Uh-oh. Their puns are pretty amazing. So now that those brown fragments are cleaned away, we can read the rest of what's written here. You'll pay for this, Trishna. Someone who's clearly angry with the victim at this damaged coat. But who? You're right, Ace. But identifying those brown fragments on the microscope could tell us who wrote this. Whoops. That's not good. Let's do this. Which browser? I'm on Chrome. That's actually a better browser to be on. Sometimes I'm on Edge. Thank you all for stopping by, especially those on Twitch. Ooh, gluten-free breadcrumbs. Interesting. Wait a minute. Christine Ramgate, Sarah's chief of staff, said she eats gluten-free sandwiches. So Miss Ramsgate wrote this angry message to Tristan about her jacket. I agree, Ace. We better talk to Miss Ramsgate about that. We could have just guessed. She's basically wearing the exact same jacket, just in a different color. I'm hoping you got good news about that security cam footage, Kathy. Well, I can tell you that the victim did attend this morning's lecture in the training facility, but then she had a run-in with Commander Burke. Brother, that guy's ego's huge. Listen, Trish, be a doll and plug in that microphone, will you? No need, Commander. We use cordless ones now. Don't you think I know how a microphone works? I was flying spacecraft into orbit before you were wearing diapers, Missy. How dare you speak to me like that? I'm John C. Burke. I'm sorry, Commander. I meant no disrespect. This guy is a trip. The commander really flew off the handle. The victim obviously struck a raw nerve, which is something he should have told us about when we spoke to him earlier. Let's ask the commander about this. He took offense to her saying we have cordless microphones. There's a lot of scummy people that are suspects. Want a racket cow secret, Janae? I've got one for me and one for Miss Daniels. We're more interested in this toy robot on the card inside. Would you care to explain? Well, Miss Joshi often mocked my position as Denise Daniels' assistant. She believed I was merely a lackey, a servant Miss Daniels orders around. But I'm not a robot, Security Janae. I'm a man. I'm an individual. I wear a green tie. Nobody else does that around here. I wear a green tie, therefore I'm a man. And I'm special. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. I explained to Miss Joshi that I was doing my job. As it says in the novel 3001, A Space Audacity, usefulness is the duty of a conscious entity. Yeah, but you broke that robot, Mr. Kessel. Let's hope you didn't break Miss Joshi as well. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. We are getting close. Found your damaged jacket. We take you blame Tristan and Joshi for it? Wait, how did you know I wrote that? But it is true. Tristan completely ruined my Monty jacket. I was on my leg away yesterday, heading to an important meeting, when out of nowhere, Miss Joshi sprays God knows what kind of chemical all over my jacket. It literally fell apart. It was a total disaster. I look like one of those hideous creatures from 2001, A Space Audacity. I have a reputation to uphold. You wanted Miss Joshi to pay for your jacket, Miss Ramsgate? Let's hope you didn't make her pay with your life. Okay. It is amazing to me that this lady, this girl, seems like she was super sweet, super nice. Where usually we see like nefarious. She wasn't mean to anybody. Everyone just had like a vendetta against her. Alright, we need to talk to Commander Burke, and this time you're going to tell us the whole truth. You said you weren't sure whether Trish Joshi attended your lecture when we know you had an argument. So you saw how she spoke to me, the level of disrespect. Tristan was always like that, even back when she worked on my mission. She never listened to anything I said, refusing to take the simplest of orders. And then today she treats me like an old has-been. I might be retired, but I'm still John C. Burke. Alright, well you still sound furious. Are you sure you didn't let your temper get the better of you? And what, murder her? That's preposterous. I need to my leg way or out of here. For someone asking to clean things up, our victim really was making a mess of things. But that wasn't her fault. And when she's telling Otto, I would have told Otto the same thing. He is her puppet. Now, accidentally spraying the dangerous chemical. That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. But no, I mean, I can't really get around the fact that that was a mistake. So she's the only one that could do it. But again, just ask her to pay for your stuff. I mean, simple solutions. That's it. There's a jelly. Where's the trash can? Jelly. Trash can's up here. Always, always. It's always in the trash can. Ooh. That means we can do the AI right away. Hey, look, that empty can of rocket has smudges of blood on it. We already know the killer drinks it, so they must have discarded it. Smart thinking, a sample of saliva around the rim of the can might... That is nasty. Can, man. I agree. If the killer threw away this empty can, they might have also put something in the trash. Let's roll up our sleeves and dig in. So if you guys are on YouTube, watching this video when I upload it, or if you guys are on Twitch, let me know if you guys like this new lighting. Do you guys actually like seeing my mug, or would you prefer the darkness? Would you prefer the darkness? Now that we have a sample of the killer saliva from that can, let's see what Amir can find out. I will say that the more light is definitely keeping me awake more. So it might help earlier in the mornings. Oh, pizza, man. I want pizza today. It's so bad. There we go. Last clue. Let's rush this clock to the lab to be certain. Oh, she got levitated. They turned on the anti-gravity, and she was like floating and flying. Amir, what can you tell us about the bloodstained cloth Ace found in the trash? Well, the good news is those bloodstains are a match for the victim. The killer must have wiped their hands with it before throwing it away. Unfortunately, there are no traces of anything else on the material. I've gone over every fiber, but it's completely devoid of DNA or any other trace elements. So you're saying it's a dead end? Well, not entirely. You see, the cloth itself is a valuable clue. It's made of a particular microfiber specifically designed for cleaning eyeglasses. Ooh. So it could be Denise Daniels. Ooh. I don't think John C. Burke wears glasses. Throwing away the rocket can. They left prime sample of DNA. What'd you find? Without going in depth. Yeah, the genetic is the last pair. Women have 2 in white. And the killer sample, the last pair is X and Y. Oh no, so it's not Denise Daniels. Oh, interesting. So it's the lawyer. I think it's the lawyer. Yeah. Oh wait, they both have glasses. Oh, I didn't know he had glasses. It is John C. Burke. You know what? He seemed like a douchebag from the beginning. Commander Burke, you're under arrest for the murder of Trishna Joshi. Me, you're clearly mistaken, Secret Agent Ace. I'm a hero, not a murderer. Yes, some hero. We know you killed her. You even planned it ahead of time. We saw the threat you sent, quoting your favorite book. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. You let the anger get the better of you after arguing with Trishna this morning. You spit Rocket Cow in her face after you stabbed her in the neck. Rocket Cow, is that what passes for evidence these days? Everyone I know loves that drink. Yeah, but not everyone's DNA was on the bloodstained can we found. It's time you stop lying, Commander. Alright, fine. I killed that incompetent moron because she ruined my career. It was that Trishna was responsible for decontaminating the equipment for my later missions. What turned out to be my final space flight, that idiot didn't properly sanitize the storage container chamber on the ship. Every sample I brought back to Earth was contaminated. The upper brass hauled me in for a hearing, and I tried to explain, but they blamed me, saying it was my oversight. They said I was getting too old for missions. I never flew again after that. They were all nice about my retirement, but I know I was grounded because of that useless fool. So wait, your solution was to murder her? Well, I didn't know she was going to be here today. Seeing her face brought back all those memories of the humiliation. And then she had the nerve to question my abilities before the lecture, as if I was the incompetent one. That was the last straw. I sent her that message so she knew it was coming. And after that lecture was over, I followed her to the lobby, stabbed her in the neck. That idiot destroyed my career, so I destroyed her life. Well, Commander, by committing murder, you ruined your own life as well. You're under arrest. Alright, so I'm gonna guess he's pretty old. I'm gonna guess 20 years. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's his fault. I mean, you gotta double check that ish. I'm gonna guess 20 years just because he's old. 30? 30 could definitely be it. We'll see. Commander Brick, you came before this court charged with the murder of Trishan and Joshi. What's your plea? If giving that moron... Oh, he called her a moron. Okay, maybe 30 years. I'm thinking 30 because he's calling her a moron. Then I'm guilty, Your Honor. Sad to see someone who's achieved so much throw it all away in an impulsive act of vengeful anger. Impulsive. Trishan sealed her own fate the minute she contaminated my lunar sample. She's been a thorn in my side for years. Definitely 30 plus. What? Because she went less? She went less? What? I get it. Like, 20 years was my barometer, depending on whether or not he was remorseful. And it was going up because he wasn't remorseful. She literally, because he's remorseful, went down. I mean, he's old. He's going to die in prison regardless. But it's just funny. It's like, my thing's 20. We'll go up and down. Oh, you show no remorse and you're really just a douchebag? Okay, we'll lower it for 5 years. See, it was worth it. Why the heck would you give him 15 years? Anyways. Pride goes before a fall. Definitely sums this up. Case is now closed. We still haven't answered all the questions about Denise Daniels. What interest does Daniels have in Ad Astra? Was keeping tabs from Rosetta really standard protocol? Or could he actually be Rosetta's mother, the mastermind pulling the strings behind Ad Astra? One thing's for certain, Ace. We need to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, we're going to Endgame. We're going to Endgame. Let's see, how old is he anyways? What's 15 years going to take him? 61. That'll take him to 76. Definitely should have been 25. Definitely should have been 25. But anyways, guys, we'll see you guys in the Endgame. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Alright, so we're going to grab one more star, and we are going to finish up the additional investigation. Kian, are you still around? That guy's ego will never fade. Anyways, we're going to start chapter, the end game. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Let's start. 3, 2, 1. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88. We are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We are on Endgame Part 2. Now we're going to be learning a little bit more about Denise Daniels. And could she be Rosetta's mother, the mastermind pulling the strings? Anyway, no point in speaking with Denise Daniels until we have further evidence. She'll just keep giving us the runaround. Hey Grace, we should return to Sarah's headquarters and do some investigate. Please, someone has to help me. Whoa, who the heck are you? Summer Klein. I know this will sound crazy, but I saw somebody in the Newmark garden with magical powers. Alright, sounds like we'll need to hear the full story. Can you wait in the interrogation room for Secret Agent Ace? Meanwhile, Jones can head over to the Sarah headquarters, Ace. You can meet him there while finishing Miss Klein's statements. That is such a cool art. That is such cool art. Love Endgame. So you say someone with magical powers in the Newmark garden. Can you describe what happened? I was there taking pictures of the plants and flowers from a botany class, and there was these two guys talking, and one of them started yelling. And one of the guys shot something out of his hands, and the other guy was suddenly covered in ice. I didn't know what was going on, but that's what it looked like. I recorded my camera, but I freaked out and dropped it running away. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this with Secret Agent Ace. You should go home now and try to calm down. You're not in any danger. Ace, did you hear what this girl said? An injured guy shooting ice from his hand sounded like Christian Bateman. This is the first lead we've had on Ad Astra since they've been on the run. Christian Bateman was at the Newmark garden. Let's hurry, Ace. We can't miss our chance to catch him. And for those of you guys just joining, appreciate all you guys on Twitch, all everyone on YouTube. We have just been it's been officially announced that I am going to be in partnership with Criminal Case for Season 6. So they will be providing me in-game cash, and I will be providing some marketing stuff for them. So there might be some stuff that pops up on my videos. I'll see if I can also get a ODD Denise Daniels. I'll see if I can get some cool promos or something that we can work into them. So hopefully we'll do something cool. Hey, so the hairbrush isn't exactly what I expect to find here, but you're right. It does have her initials. We can get some DNA off this brush. We can determine whether Denise Daniels is her mother. Oh, are we going to find out if she's her mother already? What? Okay, we're skipping the garden. This is too interesting. You're pretty extra if you're having your hairbrush engraved. That's I mean, it's one thing to monogram, but to monogram your hairbrush is a little, I think you're right, is a little extreme. Hey, now that you collected some hair from these, Amir can run DNA analysis. Let's see what he finds. Sorry, we're waiting on the Ad Astra members. This is way more interesting to me. Well, I got the results of the DNA test on that hair sample, Ace, and the sample we collected from Denise's hairbrush is a perfect match. What? Is without question her mom. What? Denise and Rosetta are mother and daughter. And we know that Rosetta's mother is a mastermind who's been pulling all the strings, which means it was Denise all along. Whoa. Well, talk about a conspiracy. When in reality, it was only passed from one criminal to another. Oh my gosh. I know Miss Daniels pretended to be outraged by Rosetta's actions as we were, but she was just a mastermind behind Ad Astra all along. You're right, Miss Daniels can't deny any longer who she really is. We really must confront her. Oh crap. This is scary. Miss Daniels, we have proof of who you really are. You're Rosetta Pierre's mother. Oh, so you found out about that, secret agent Ace. Alright, it's true, but being Rosetta's mother doesn't make me a criminal. The truth is, we've never seen eye to eye. Stop lying, Miss Daniels. You were the mastermind behind her and the group all along. Me a mastermind? That's very flattering, secret agent Ace, but I don't suppose you have any proof of that. Basing your accusations on the word of my daughter and her criminal associates wouldn't get you anywhere in court. Surely nobody would believe them. Well, I, for one, would believe them over you, but even if you deny everything, secret agent Ace will find proof. You should search this area, but first, I need something to eat. Why would you tell her that we know who she is before we have concrete proof? Why? Why would you do that, Jones? Oh, brother. Oh, my gosh. Brother. It's like, come on, Jones. You're basically like an evil villain. You're basically telling her the whole story before you actually do it. Oh, something in the painting. Ace, Denise can hang her portrait here like she's a reputable director of Sarah, but we know who she really is. And wait, you're right. There's something hidden on the back of the painting. It's a locked folder of confidential documents. Do you think it was Denise herself who had these documents here? Let's crack that lock and find out. Wow. Yeah, I'm not even investigating the garden. Don't care about Christian Bateman right now. This is way too interesting. That's alright. It's gotta be there. quick look at this locked folder you found on the back of the painting case. I'm anxious to find out what these are, but these look like personal notes to me. We better have Gabriel look at these documents. Again, not doing the garden. I'm way too interested in Denise Daniels' point of things. He said, "Been over to Miss Daniels' files, and they're a partial record of what appear to be personal experiments that Denise was conducting. But her research goes into complex detail about genetics and biology, so I asked Martine to give me a hand. What kind of personal experiments are we talking about?" "Well, she's been obsessed by the notion of enhancing the human race. Her research goes back decades. Having Rosetta was part of her project." "What do you mean?" "Well, Rosetta is indeed Denise Daniels' daughter, but not in the traditional sense. Rosetta was one of Denise's first experiments." We took a look at Rosetta's DNA record to discover something very odd. Rosetta was created using only Denise's mitochondrial DNA. What? In other words, Rosetta was a test tube baby. She was developed in a laboratory. Whoa. From the moment Rosetta was born, Denise raised her to believe she was superior to others in every way. I guess that explains where Rosetta got the idea that she was above the sheeple. Well, it didn't take long for Denise to realize that, although Rosetta was a child genius, she was no more resilient or enhanced than any other human being. Rosetta was written off as a failed experiment by the time she was 10, after which Denise stopped having any serious interest in her. So that's why much of Rosetta's early childhood was a mystery to us, Ace. Imagine growing up knowing you were merely your mother's experiment. This explains a lot of Rosetta's behavior, Ace. Regardless of their personal relationship, these documents clearly prove that Denise was the mastermind behind the human enhancement plan all along. We have more than enough evidence to arrest Denise Daniels. I'll call for backup on the way to Sarah headquarters. Oh my gosh. This place is surrounded. Oh dear. What kind of superpowers is Denise Daniels going to have? Oh great, she's escaped? Wait, tell us everything. Alright, Miss Ramsgate, what do you mean Denise Daniels is gone? She disappeared. She phoned me earlier to say she canceled her entire afternoon and was leaving for the day. And this is very unlike her, and I was worried. I went into her office to check on her, and it was empty. Miss Daniels wasn't there, and everything had been cleared out. Her desk, her files, all of it gone. Do you have any idea where she's headed? I have no idea. Now, if you excuse me, Secretary James, as Sarah's chief of staff, it falls to me to keep things in order around here. And it falls to us to search every square inch of Grimsboro to find Miss Daniels. Here's Secretary James. Everything in her office was gone except for this. I think you should take it. Ooh, I like the spacesuit. Alright, let's go look at Bateman. Or we'll see who Bateman froze. That's probably more like it. We'll see who Bateman froze. No. Okay. So let's see. So, John Flag Clock. I think that it's the flowers. I think those flowers are new. I don't remember those being there. Yep. I'm right. But you're right. Summer Klein said she recorded the ice shooting incident but lost her camera. Good call. Hey, Summer's camera might be in the flower pot. Let's dig in. There we go. Alright, well done, Ace. You found her camera. This could give us a lead on finding Christian Bateman. There's so many files on here. I wouldn't know where to start. Let's have Kathy examine this camera. I'm no expert in photography. However, it usually shows you the last thing that you took. I did. She was right. There's footage of here Christian Bateman using his powers. Take a look. Ooh, we get video of this? Cool. Ooh, what do you want, Christian? You're fugitive of the law. I don't want to get caught up in whatever you're involved with. I don't need it to explain myself to you, Caffrey, or anyone else. Wait, hold on a second. I was only... Ah! goodness, Bateman was using his superpowers to attack that man. And you're right, I knew that other fellow looked familiar. That's Bateman's friend, Ian Caffrey. And I don't know what Mr. Caffrey was doing with Bateman, but he might know where we can find him. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. They're going to say. What's this all about, Secret Agent Ace? I'm a busy man. And you found time in your busy schedule to meet with Christian Bateman, a fugitive. Yeah, well, he's the reason I'm wearing these bandages. He called me out of the blue wanting to talk. He sounded pretty stressed, so we met up at the Newmark Garden. Then out of nowhere, he lost his temper and started shooting what looked like bolts of ice at me. What kind of technology could possibly do that? Well, we're not really sure, but which is why we need to find Bateman. Well, I've got no idea where he is, although I do remember one thing. He kept mentioning something about flying high. Planning an escape by air? We better brief the team on our findings. Here's Secret Agent Ace. I've had some business dealings with Bateman, but after this, I don't want anything to do with him or his money. Yeah, I know. She is. This has been a revelation. This is what I thought, but, I mean, to actually hear it is, like, crazy. Backstabbing plots for criminals and superpowers is insane. Yeah, this is nuts. I think I got a lead to bring order to this madness. Remember what Ian Caffrey said about his encounter with Bateman? He kept repeating something about flying high. Well, I did a little searching. It was simply a throwaway phrase. Flying High is a company that manufactures helicopters, and Christian Bateman just purchased one. Apparently, Bateman's newest purchase is on top of a building in Newmark right now. Oh, we need to go stop them. My favorite part of the additional investigation is looking very closely into the preview and see if we can see anything. Is that a female? Looks like a female. It's like a rose? Huh. It's a female, so it's not Rosetta. Could it that doesn't look like Denise either. You think that's a guy? You think that's Bateman? I don't know if that's Bateman. I mean, it looks fit. It just looks like his shirt is a little, it's got protrusion. Oh, maybe that is Bateman's outfit. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, so are we going to be doing this next Valentine's Day? We will. So I will see you guys next Valentine's Day. Thank you guys for all watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all being on Twitch, on YouTube, helping us all out. I'm very excited to be partnering with Pretty Simple in the upcoming season. It'll be really fun. Once I know more details about that, I will let you all know. So thank you guys all. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for everybody signing the change.org, getting it out there. Thanks, Ricky, for the thumbnails. Thank you, Kian, for helping me with all this stuff. This has been a whirlwind and really fun, and I'm super excited for the conclusion of this season and also to be able to do next season. So I'll see you guys later. This is Pachini's 88. Over and out.